It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Seahawks send out their punter.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Now he's free at the 35.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Herbert. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Herbert now. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Quentin Johnston was the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
Run! Home trips right. Set. 380. Straight up. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one out wide and intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Danielle Hunter charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Come on. Set. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Being chased out left. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Walker now on 1st and 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's 2nd and 7.
79 Broncos. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not. First down. They say he was out of bounds. So now I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Rolling to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd and 4. And Walker has it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Check go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll buy some time right.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerron Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first look.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Buying time to his left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
He'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Keeps himself upright. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert. Pass complete. Samuel.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Herbert to throw. Finding Samuel.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Throwing, Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Second and 11.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?